Hello and welcome to another 12-inch or 1/6 scale figure review, 3-0 Fallout Soul Survivor, so Fallout 4. And yes, I will be comparing him to the unofficial Lucy figure that I previously reviewed on this channel, so you can check that out as well. Similar size box, skinny box, not as giant or massive as some of the Hot Toy boxes around. We got all the different languages down here, warnings and such. Fault 111 on the top there, Soul Survivor male, so I'm guessing it's going to be a female one soon, and there is. I'm going to get that one. I do love the power armors, but they're way too expensive and way out of my price range, so pass. This has a window you can see outside, Fault Boy on the left, and you pretty much can see everything that this figure includes. So if you see this in the shop, you can check the, quality or faceprint before you pick it up yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you want to see a lot more toy review. If you want to support this channel even more, there is a Patreon link in the video description below. And if you want to see the photo shoots of these figures, please feel free to look at the Facebook and Instagram page. Putting everything out, there is an instruction sheet inside in both English and Chinese and Japanese. Yeah, I don't need to read that. Ooh. Apart from the fist already attached to the figure, he has a pair of relaxed hands as well as one gun holding hand and one gun supporting hand. Note that all his left hands has a wedding ring on them because that, he's married in the Fallout 4 game. He also comes with a tiny little Fault Boy, standard generic one, a little tape deck for his Pip-Boy, and a mysterious serum. There are extra joints there in case something breaks. You have a mini nuke there. The mini nuke is painted all around and slightly weathered. A revolver, now the middle bit does spin, however, you cannot open and unload it. The revolver does have a little bit of a dirt dry brush on it. You have the rocket launcher here. Now nothing on this move, it is a solid piece. Do not try to bend or move anything or it will break. There are some smaller bits here, and the plastic, while it does have a little bit of a give, it does feel like it will snap if you push it too much. The painting on it is excellent. The rusted metal look looks so realistic, and this flame thing here also looks really nice. Now the mini nuke can slide in there and it won't fall out. It has a little bit of a grip because there's a tiny bit of a give on this plastic there, and I guess you push it forward a little bit so it's in there. Okay, and then I guess you can put it there. You can sort of, if you're doing animation or something, you can make it sort of run along the track if you really want to. The Pip-Boy, I'm not sure if you count this as an accessory or not. It does come off the figure, but in the game, once you're in the Fallout, you never take this Pip-Boy off, just like any other Fallout game, but I guess it's technically an accessory. Either way, this is a solid piece. There's a few pieces glued together. There are no articulation. You cannot open it up. Do not try to bend this wire or anything. Do not try to take anything off. It is a solid piece. This wire will break. It is a softish material, but I can feel these edges will snap if you put force on them. Do not do that. But looking at the actual thing, it's the brown is painted quite nice. There's a little bit of weathering on the bottom, different colors there for the different parts, the metallic on the clips, and all these buttons. If I can zoom in a bit more for you, look at that. All these buttons. Let me see if I can read it through. Stat, inventory, data, map, and radio. You can read all of that text. Rads, it's very low right now. Tune, I think. I forgot power. So some of it is stickers, especially the screen's a little bit obvious that it's a sticker. And you can't really read the stats in there. You can read the top screen, I guess. But yeah, the text is definitely readable. So they gave us a mysterious serum, but no stim pack, no jet, no some of the other more common accessories. Why no stim pack? I feel like that's such an important accessory to have. And as for weapons, not a rifle, not a 9mm pistol. Those are far more common weapons. I do like the nuke there, but the revolver, I know, I mean, yeah, it's in the game, but I would have preferred a much more classic and much more famous Fallout weapon or accessory than what we have here. Moving over to the figure, the face is, the sculpt looks like the default head from the game, but I don't remember him being that dark skinned. He does have a little bit of a shade on the skin color in the game when you just boot it up. I mean, yes, you can convert him and make him and shape him or her into any character you want. You can try to make yourself if you want, and different skin colors and stuff. But I'm talking about the most default setting that you see is like a pretty sure to Caucasian or maybe an Italian descended male. And so when I first took him out of this box, I felt like, wait, the skin is so dark, like it's not what I recognize from the game. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'm just in a dark room, but like, yeah, is a bit different from what you might see. But for me personally, like this isn't even a head I want to keep. I don't know what head I want to put on him yet. Maybe someone I know, or maybe some actor that I think would be really good in Fallout. Not sure yet. Or maybe a completely different custom head. Or someone from the family. But yeah, I mean, I never play as default characters in the games anyway, so but yeah, but in terms of sculpting, it's right, and the eyes look pretty cool. Now this doesn't have any articulate eyes on like some of the Hot Toys and stuff, and of course the hair is much more plasticky and solid. In fact, if you compare this face to some Hot Toys stuff, or maybe Inarts, it's not quite there. It feels like that this figure is on a slightly cheaper level as some of these other brands, but what we have here is still pretty good. Moving down to the suit, the silver piece here is pretty nice, and all the painted details and weathering on the leather parts are also pretty good. There's a little bit of plastic wire. Now this is a softish material, definitely softer than on the Pip-Boy and the other accessories, so it doesn't feel like it's going to break so easily. And we have these extra bits that are thing on the back there that you can see, so the suit is definitely very detailed. Not sure how long the suit will last, and not sure how long the gold 111 and the lining on the suit will last. I hope it lasts a while. We also have these more shiny plastic bits that are ironed onto the suit, I guess. The golden bullets are pretty cool, but you cannot remove them. You cannot open these pouches. The only pouch you can is this one here, so you can put well, you're supposed to be able to open it, but it's really stiff, and so you can put the real gun in there, but that's it, nothing else. Everything is just for show. Now you can take off all these packs, so you just have the Volt suit. There's a plug in there that you can do here up. Okay, so yeah, you can take this off, and then you can carefully remove all of this from the figure, and so you can see more of the Volt 111 there, as well as this health thing. I forgot what that is. And you can slide this down and remove that too. In fact, this might be a bit too loose sometimes when you're trying to put a gun in there, but oh well. The boots are also painted quite nicely, but as I guess a 12-inch figure, everything's connected. Boot joints are so obvious. I mean, sure, that makes them easier to stand and stuff, but and the copyright stuff at the bottom. But I'm thinking, like, really, you couldn't use a very soft plastic that we've seen with some cheap figures? Like, we've seen very soft plastic capes on 6-inch figures. Like, you can't give that to the shoes. And this different coloring there from the suit to the upper boot why is that there? It's so like different. Like, this one's weathered, but the suit is a little bit of weathering, but the suit itself looks so clean. But then there's like a lot of dirt here, and there's dirt on the arms, but huh? Oh, well, anyway, I'm gonna put the Pip-Boy on him. Slide that on. Get the hand. There we go. So that goes on very easily, doesn't fall off, doesn't hinder articulation or arm, and the Pip-Boy is just nicely there from now on. It's never coming off again, pretty sure. So, articulation. With these bigger figures, I always worry about articulation, and he is wearing a body-tight suit with, is that a, no, that is a real zipper, but it's stitched at the top, so I can't even remove the suit. Jesus. I can already tell I'm gonna like the unofficial Lucy more than this, because that Lucy's cheaper and I can remove the suit if I want to. Anyway, single neck joint. You heard that right, single, because they gotta make the neck seamless, but the feet are not seamless. I don't get it. Not consistent design philosophy. Look at that limit articulation there. Neck rotation. So yeah, ooh, squeaky. Arm goes up. Looks natural, that's great. I don't like it when some of these figures wear clothes wearing figures where you move the arm up and then the shoulder is clearly lower on the torso. So he can, oop, whoops, wait, whoops, that, no, there we go. So that's the size it goes, okay. Ooh, clicky joints. I guess that's better than not, because these will get loose over time and it's going to be really hard to replace. So you can rotate this arm quite a lot. Elbow double joint, that's really good. That's good. That's good articulation. And hands on a standard peg and swivel, so that's decent. Why did this joint come? Wait, where? Okay, why did this? Okay, rotation here, but be careful to close when you're moving it around. You can do that. You can do 360, but you just gotta adjust the close as you do this. So put your hand on the close and adjust the Pip-Boy, I guess. Okay, let's see. Torso can go back. Tummy. Oh, that's unplugged itself. Back. I mean, you can remove these when I said you can't remove the clothes. Let's see. So we get back. Can I move your torso? I'm going to put my hand here. I'm going to adjust the torso without anything falling off. So there's some clicky joints in there. It sounds like it's breaking, which is paranoia inducing, but okay, you can move quite a lot left and right. How much can you rotate? A little bit? Yeah. Yeah, these golden bits on suit are definitely not going to last if you're going to pose them in more action poses. Leg goes up. No. Oh, God, did they not put any oil in this? Jesus, why is it so squeaky? He's got a butt there, so you can't move his leg back. But, oh, that sound. Jesus. Splits. Okay, move his clothes up a little bit when you want to do the splits. Okay? Then you can. There's a little bit stretch and you're going to pull the clothes back down. There's a little bit stretch on the fabric, but be careful with that. So leg goes up, knee goes down. Now this bit doesn't quite match his knee pad area, so you're going to have to pull that down. Okay, but I'm glad that the legs, like the clothes don't come out of his boots. That's good. So there's rotating there. So legs is on a basic ball joint, but it does move quite a lot. So let's see. Let's get him in. Oh, God. Let's... Okay, he's gonna be reading his Pip-Boy. Alright, he's doing that bullet time thing. He's using his fats. And then he's gonna hold his gun out like okay, like so. Rotate the arm a little bit. Move it forward a little bit. Okay, so he's holding his gun. His legs are gonna be standing out. Oh God, so sorry. Ooh, that looks... Can I move his arm down a little bit? Elbow. Okay, he's looking at his fats, but his gun is pointing out. And, oh boy, that looks awkward. Don't know if his body's too skinny or something, but that looks... Okay, let me rotate this. Can I rotate this suit a bit more? Okay, have his Pip-Boy up. And then I'm gonna have him. He's gonna point his gun out a bit more and kinda. I'll pose him a bit more off camera, but yeah, does leave a little bit to be decided for, especially for the price. A quick reminder of what accessories you get with the Lucy figure. You have a figure stand, which is great. You know what? All of these big figures come with figure stands. Why doesn't a 3CL come with a figure stand? You have a water canteen and a medical gun, dart gun or whatever, and an actual like Fallout pistol that I kind of like. She also has 6 extra hands instead of 4 extra hands. The backpack, which is an accessory, an actual item that you can buy now, replica or a real bag to actually use, and the Dead Man's Head that you see in the show. So in terms of accessories and a figure stand and things are more recognizable, more hands and a bag. There's definitely more stuff with this figure. And don't forget, it is cheaper than the 3CL one. 3CL rocket gun is mini nuke and full boy, and the tape deck are also really nice to have. So in terms of accessory, I'm gonna say that about even, but the Lucy figure is cheaper. When we look at both figures in terms of accuracy, the 3CL suit is very close to what you see in the video game. And if you remember playing Fallout 4, the video game, the color saturations are definitely on the higher side. As for Lucy, yes, she is dirtied up. She's been out for a while. And they also gave her the bloodied shirt that you can see underneath her vault suit, which is a plus take because you can take it off and such. But the colors of this suit is wrong. It's way too dark, even after it's been dirtied and bloodied up. The yellow saturation is completely gone from her suit, and the blue is way too dark. Yes, her suit in the show is darker than Fallout 4 video game, but it's not that dark. It's somewhere in between these two figures. So design wise, all the accessories and belt buckles and stuff, they look so accurate. And the shirt underneath, also dirtied up, is kind of accurate, but the colors are not. Now, as for the functionality of the suit, you can take off all the straps and stuff. on the FreeSolo one. You can also do that with the unofficial Lucy figure, as well as you can see you unzip this and you can easily take off the suit, put a new body in there. If you break something or you want to swap the body inside as well, you can do that. In terms of face quality, the FreeSolo one is just so much better. This thing doesn't look like Lucy. It's a pretty decent generic female head. The paint is okay, but it looks like her stunt double is not quite the same. And as you see here, because they are using a generic body inside, the downside is the colors don't match the face almost. You're gonna have to zip the suit up or dirty up the neck to make it more accurate. Upside is because you can change the body so easily if it breaks or you want a different body. This Pip-Boy is so much more simpler in design and there's not really any colors on it, but that's how it kind of looks in the show, so it's not the fault of the figure. Whereas this one here, the Pip-Boy, looks so nice from the Fallout video games. And here's a quick look at the back of the figures. You can see the same thing applies. The yellow's pretty much gone there. I wonder if I can... It's like a falsish leather thing there. I wonder if I can repaint that and brighten up the yellow a little bit. And even though these belt straps are soft, like fake leather straps, I have a feeling that that's going to degrade and break. I'm going to have to replace it at some point because that's what happens with these false leather stuff. So in terms of functionality and long lasting, FreeSolo is going to win again. As for articulation, they've used a generic body that can move a lot. You can even do the splits, and the suit is not that tight on the figure. Even though there's pretty much no stretch on this material, she can move quite a lot. Like, she can do action poses much better than the FreeSolo figure. I'm not scared I'm going to rip this because A, it's cheaper, 2, it's loose on the figure. The legs, all hard plastic, arms hard plastic, but the torso is soft. So you got soft boobs, soft neck, and soft tummy. So there's a lot more articulation you can do there, and a lot more poses just because the figure is more flexible. So articulation, the knockoff Lucy, unofficial Lucy, definitely wins. Finally, she does have complete boots here, and the ball peg plugs inside the boot somewhere, so there's a tiny bit of articulation here. They did not use a soft enough material. You see, this one doesn't even squeeze too well. Like, it's just, the boot is hard material, which makes it slightly harder for her to stand without falling over, but she can do that. So, feet articulation, yeah, the FreeSolo one's better because it's completely exposed. Now, if the unofficial Lucy used soft material for the boots, it would be perfect. And I think if you're not too bothered about like screen accuracy, there are a lot of like third-party just clothing and boots that you can buy for these 1/6 scale figures, so you can easily swap the boots out, as with some other boots that are sort of military figures. I think you probably get some there. As for which figure do I personally like more, I do really like the aesthetics of the Fallout 4 suit. I would have preferred new figures of the original Fallout 1 or 2, but this is a really nice looking figure if you stand him in some standard poses, and looks great. And when they do eventually release a female Soul Survivor, I'm definitely getting my hands on that. This is a really nice looking suit and figure. But which figure do I have more fun playing around with? Definitely the Lucy one. It just moves better. I can fiddle with it a bit more. There's a lot more stuff I can just move around, and it's really nice and cool. And yeah, the colors are slightly wrong, but who cares? It's just dirtied up and stuff, and she's bloodied. I just have more fun with the unofficial Lucy figure. But best situation would be that, you know, these two figures combined, somewhere in the middle would be the best of both worlds. That would be perfect. But if I only had to choose one, if there was a female FreeSolo one out, I would choose the FreeSolo female. But since that's not out yet, I'm comparing the male and this Lucy figure. I'm gonna say I like the Lucy figure just a bit more. This figure is pretty decent, but I would say it's a little bit overpriced for what you get. It looks nice on the shelf if you just want a Fallout figure, just stand there and do nothing. But in terms of playability, the fun factor, and posability, it is a little bit limiting. Like, there's just something missing from this figure. It doesn't move quite well. You can't change the clothes like all these big figures do. So while I am happy I have him, I can't wait for the McFarlane figure or the Figma figure of the smaller scales, where I can do a lot more posing, mess around a lot more accessories, and just have more fun to just a figure to fiddle around with. If I compare it to other 1/6 scale figures, such as the Hot Toys Ahsoka that I really love, I still pose that a lot. That's so much fun to mess around with. The 89 Batman figure is also pretty decent, moving him around. And of course the unofficial Lucy, that's, you know, I'm not scared of breaking that because A, it's cheaper, and B, like, nothing feels like it's gonna break, whereas here, I gotta be really careful. I gotta adjust his suit when I'm moving him around. And yeah, he'll look better on the shelf if you like to display things, but I'm someone who likes to play with my figures. I like to take photos with them, I like to pose them. And so that's something that's gonna worry me a little bit. And you know, these figures aren't cheap, so when they break, like, oh, you know, it's gonna be really frustrating. It's not like one of the smaller figures. I mean, yeah, smaller figures can be expensive too, but not quite to this level. So what do you think of this figure, and which one do you prefer? And do you hope that the unofficial companies can produce more of these? Will you be picking up some of the McFarlane figures because they're smaller and cheaper, but you know, they can move a lot more? Or will you be picking up some of the other third-party stuff, such as the Ghoul that's coming out? Do you have any of the Power Armor figures? Because I kind of thought those, but they do look really nice. Especially all the different colors, and you can mix and match the armors. Like, why are they so expensive? I can't wait for the Figma company, Good Smile company model kit of the Power Armor to come out. Hopefully, since it's a model kit, it'll be cheaper than the McFarlane one and easier to take apart and paint all the different colors and stuff. I'm so excited for that. And if they're releasing that one, I really hope Good Smile company can release more Fallout figures in the future. As of this one, I'm glad I have him, but he is a little bit frustrating. Subscribe, suggesting comment below, and take it, have a nice day, and don't forget, war never changes.